Hey, everybody, it's Eddie from Japan. This is your cryptocurrency update. What is this? Oh, I've got another nice comment. Thanks for all the comments, by the way, lately. I'm having a good time chatting about who everybody is watching out there. We're so lucky to have a lot of these great YouTubers. I found that there's a lot of other people who love Kirby. I'm a big fan of Kirby, and Kirby is also doing his part for a lot of other followers out there. Coin Mastery seems to get a lot of gets a lot of this is Momo. Coin Mastery seems to get a lot of kudos. And also the accolades come in for the modern investor and the node investor. So yeah, we are just really lucky to have these guys covering the crypto space. So all right, what's happening? Not a lot. There's a few stories trickling in on a Sunday here. The RSI is relatively neutral. If I look at the to the minute, I think it's sitting at about 52.2. So it's been hovering at this 50% mark for the last couple of days. All right, so I wanted to show you something. I was just kind of bouncing around what's happening out there, and as you know, I've said that the FSA recently announced that there are 100 applications in to start exchanges here in Japan. That number just blows me away because I can't imagine having 100 exchanges. I mean, can they all actually make a profit? So as of today, well, about 11 hours ago, 6 Japanese public companies have announced their plans to launch crypto exchanges. And that's not really the news I want to talk about. What I want to talk about is look at this Bitcoin Cash logo. I mean, I never saw it before. I have seen some of the logos out there in green, but I've never seen this BC. So I thought, well, gosh, maybe something happened and I just missed it. So I went onto Google and just kind of put in the Bitcoin Cash logo, and I tried to find out if that BC in green is a official logo, and I have not been able to find it anywhere. So I'm wondering if I mean, there is the green one out there. I think this is the one they first launched. I think this is maybe the one that's being proposed. But if you know anything about the logo BC, I'd love to know because it's a mystery to me. So I don't know, maybe Money Forward Financial made its own logo to differentiate between Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash, possibly. That's what it kind of looks like to me. But for somebody like myself who's been in startups with marketing, gosh, you don't want to mess with your brand that bad, and it's important to stay consistent with your logo. So I worry about the Bitcoin Cash logo being out there in so many different versions. I think it's a little bit confusing for people. So I hope they get that squared away because it's not a good thing to have the inconsistencies. Okay. This one is important. 87.5% of all Bitcoins will be mined by 2020. And here's why it matters. This is a great article because I think it's going to give you a little bit of hope that there will be very soon quite a demand for the Bitcoin because of the way the blocks are having. So the block reward for Bitcoin will have next in about 2 years from the time of publishing this article. The estimated time for the next half of the reward is around 732 days from now, but it's relevant now for a few reasons. The current bear market offers opportunities for investors to buy and hold Bitcoin as it is currently trading at a low since the past week and has been plagued by sell-offs and FUD. I don't know if it's been so much FUD, along with a general bearish market trend. That's for sure. Market sentiment is low after the CFTC and the U.S. Justice Department declared an existence of a probe into cryptocurrency markets for fraudulent practices. Yes, however, if they do find the culprits of washing or manipulating the price, I think we're going to see some regulations passed, and we're going to have some corrections made in the overall governance of the coin trading. So I really see it as a positive in the long run. So as the price is currently low, interest in institutional investors is on a high after a successful consensus conference. I beg to differ on that statement. And general adaptive behavior. I agree. We are really seeing mass adoption in all different types of businesses and markets. So news such as Goldman Sachs beginning a cryptocurrency trading desk and JP Morgan's high-level reshuffling to focus on cryptocurrency may as well be the tip of the adoption iceberg. I agree. As the 17th millionth coin was mined sometime last month, a reality check descended on the market that the amount of Bitcoin left in existence is limited, even as digital assets trend towards digital abundance. Satoshi's blockchain offers a real digital scarcity with real world parallels. So the 21 millionth coin will be mined in around 2140 approximately, and the time, electricity, and computing power required to mine new coins is constantly increasing, with Murphy's Law being barely able to keep up. All right, so I think just in terms of the amount of people that are going to still come into this space, and the pure fact that it is quite limited with only the 21 million Bitcoin tokens. And we know that, 4 million of those are either in cold storage or lost because of people losing their passwords, or people pass away and didn't set up their accounts so that the coins could be recovered. I mean, so actually that 21 million is not 100% accurate. And that, there will be a spiking up demand for the coin due to the reduced supply. So it's a simple supply and demand. Analysts predict that this bear market will be the last one before 2020. So I really liked this article, and I don't agree with everything, but I agree with most of it. Okay, let's take a look here. This is interesting. So in Japan, the Japanese tax authority has announced that 331 high-income traders declared crypto profits in Japan. So the Japanese tax authority has for the first time revealed the number of high-income taxpayers who declared cryptocurrency profits in the year of 2017. Out of the total number of taxpayers with miscellaneous income of 100 million yen or more, excluding public pension, 60% of them reported income from crypto transactions. So you got to ask yourself, well, okay, so they did this for the first time, and I have that personality as to why did they give this information out to the public. So the National Tax Agency announced on Friday that the number of people with 100 million yen, which is about 914,000, just under a million US dollars, or miscellaneous income that includes income from cryptocurrency transactions, according to the local media. The Nikkei elaborated. So I'm pretty sure the reason why they let this number out is because Japan makes a lot of money on these reported taxpayers. So the total income reported for all taxpayers was 49 trillion yen, which is basically $379 billion, up 3.4% from last year. So This is a huge cash cow for the country. Of course, that's why they're letting this out. They want more and more people to trade because they want more and more money. I mean, we have a declining population rate here, and there are some real issues, as any mature economy has around the globe, to meet some of its social benefits, like pension, for example, or healthcare, which is very good in this country. So the tax agency revealed that 21 million people filed income tax for the year of 2017. Last year, the number of taxpayers with miscellaneous incomes of 100 million yen or over from sources other than public pensions jumped from the previous year from 238 to 549. So of those 549 people, more than 60%, or 331, had gained income from cryptocurrency transactions. So I think it's kind of just interesting that they are kind of waving the flag. Look, 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 look at all these people that made so much money, because they want more people to jump into the space so that they can benefit from the tax, which is quite high here. Up to 55% is taxed, depending on how much you actually gain. All right, so, and then last but not least, I just wanted to talk about this story, and that is the Lightning Network. And the Lightning Network payment channels really look bright. I mean, if we look at this article, just in January, there were only, let's see if I can find exactly what it is. So yeah, so fast forward to, okay, so just in January, only 89 channels existed on January 19th. And to some people, it showed how this scaling solution is unfeasible. However, let's fast forward to a few days ago, and the number of channels has grown significantly. As of May 24th, over 6,600 direct connections exist, and it is, however, still a drop in the proverbial bucket. When looking at the financial sector, it still is really going in the right direction. So I think that this is a super positive story. And looking ahead, this is going to be, I think, the answer to being able to scale. So let's just see what it is 6 months from now. So as it says here, the Lightning Network may not solve all the problems in one go, but with constant updates and refinements, it will eventually turn into a global payment ecosystem. So I think this is another very positive story. Yeah, okay, I just wanted to shed a little happiness on your Sunday. And thank you, everybody. If you want to get these stories and quick updates, sometimes with a slant from Japan, hit the like button. That helps me a lot. And I will be talking to all of you soon. All right. Thank you so much, and sayonara for now. Bye-bye.